Hey there, drone fans. Rick here again from Drone Valley. I'm outside today in a field near my home for my maiden flight with the brand new Mavic Air 2. Now, I unboxed this guy a couple of days ago, but it's been raining like cats and dogs, and I haven't been able to get outside and start flying it. So today's the first day that actually is pretty decent. It's a little overcast, so I'm sure the video's not going to be the greatest, but I can't wait to get this thing up in the air and see how it performs. So I've got the drone over there with a fully charged battery in it. I've got the controller here turned on, fully charged. I've got an iPhone in the cradle with a little longer cable to give me some flexibility, and I've got 2 more fresh batteries in the car, so if this weather holds up, I'll be flying like nuts today. But for this flight, anytime I fly a new quad, I always try to find a field like this that's surrounded by trees. And the reason for that is I'm never sure what a new quad's going to do. I trust that it's going to fly fine, but if it decides to do something that I'm not expecting, it's going to head off and hit a tree. I'll keep it low, under 50 feet, and it'll hit one of the trees around the edge and I can go pick it up and bring it back. I like that because if I'm flying over the bay and it decides to go on its own and sort of explore a little bit where I'm not actually controlling it, then it's gone, right? Here, at least I can find it, know where it crashed, and go get it. So that's why I pick a field like this. Now, I promise you, once I get comfortable with it flying it here, and I can trust the puppy, then I'll take it out to some of the farms near me and get it down to the bay and the ocean. So let's get going. I'm talking too much, and I'm real excited to get this up in the air. So the quad's ready to go. I got plenty of satellites. It already warned me to check the propellers on it, and I checked that they're on the right actual motors. So I'll pull the 2 joysticks in and down. That'll spin up the rotors. This is exciting. Here we go. All right. So it's ready to go. All right, let me just take a breath, collect my thoughts, and away we go. Liftoff. All right, so first time it's up in the air, I like to make sure that it elevates okay. Yep, nice, up and down, real nice. Left and right. Very responsive, and I've got it in normal mode. It's not in sport mode yet, front and back. Yeah, okay, so it's sort of slow, but I expected that because it's in normal flight mode. I like that. Before I get into sport mode, I want to make sure it's going to handle okay. All right, let's send it downfield. Let me hit the record button. And again, I'm recording right now in 1080p, and I'm doing it at 60 frames a second. I'll do some 4K as well, but the 1080p is easier for me to end render. So let's get it downfield. Oh man, that is sweet. That is really sweet. That is so smooth in the air. And I'm going to do a comparison with the noise level, but it doesn't strike me as that noisy a quad compared to the other quads that I'm flying today. I think they've done a real good job with these props of really reducing that noise. Boy, that is responsive. That is really responsive. All right, so I'll do a couple figure 8s. All right, really nice. All right, let's take it down a little bit and see how it does. All right, so now I'm going downfield. Let's take it up. About 60, 80. All right, that's far enough downfield. Let me put it up a little bit higher. Man, this is so cool. Well, that video is amazing. It's giving me live streaming here, and that's because of the OcuSync 2 technology. Now, it's not that far away. It's only 350 feet away, so it's not that far. But again, rock solid telemetry on this thing as far as video goes and information on the quad. All right, I'm going to send it downfield a little bit towards the edge. Let me bring it down below those trees because I'm breaking my own rule here. All right, let's not put it down on a tree. Perfect. All right. Oh man, that is sweet. You know, in normal mode, it's pretty fast. I'm really impressed with how speedy this is, even in normal mode. Man, this is cool. This is so exciting. I'm telling you, when you fly this for the first time, you're gonna go nuts like this because it's just that cool to fly. All right, so I'm right at the edge of the field where I can still see it. Oh, there's a couple of big birds down there. Let me get that guy back. That's all I need is for a bird to come crashing into this thing. I've only flown it once. I can't have a bird take it out. All right, let's get it back here. All right, there she comes. All right, let me drop it down. All right, let's see how close I can land it, because I'm pretty good at landing. Let's see how that works out. All right, set her down. Let's get it over here. This will be a first time landing, so don't hold anything against me here. I can't say how this is going to go. I'm going to try. All right, back a little bit, and to the left a little bit. There she goes. There she goes. Let's see if I can hit that H. I'm going to cheat a little on the way down. Boom, right in the middle of the mat. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to spend a lot of time flying this. I just wanted to show you the first flight with the unit. And honestly, right out of the gate, really good stick control, very responsive in the air. I noticed the one thing I look for in quads is when I'm accelerating, how quickly does it brake? When I take my thumb off the stick, does it glide past that point or does it stop right when I stop it? And this one stopped pretty close to where I stopped it. And you can always back off on the throttle, but I like to know that if I'm getting close to something and get scared, I can pull it back and actually bring it back. But it does a pretty good job of braking on its own, spinning the motors in the other direction to actually pull it back. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to send it downfield a couple more times. I'm probably going to record that, and then I'll take it up over those trees over there because I know there's some horse farms on that side of it. It'll be kind of cool to see what that looks like. And again, with the cloudiness, I'm not sure how it's going to work out. There's a small plane flying overhead, so I got to keep an eye on that. But anyway, we're going to spend a lot of time out today recording with this thing, and I'll put a montage up of all the stuff that I actually capture, and I'll put a folder up on the web, and I'll put a link below where you can actually download those files and take a look at them yourself and compare them to other quads that you're considering, just so you know how good the video quality is. But anyway, that's the first video that I've flown with this. Now stay tuned and I'll run the montage next. That's it for today, and I hope you've enjoyed this clip. Now, my first impression of the brand new Mavic Air 2, after flying it through 3 full batteries today with the 4th one charging in the car, is that DJI has a real winner on their hands with this drone, because when you consider the features that they've packed into this tiny little frame for less than $1,000, it's really hard to find anything else on the market that compares with it. And when you think about it in terms of the original Mavic Pro, which essentially started the whole folding drone revolution, this drone looks a lot like it, but it's smaller. It'll fly further, it'll fly longer, it'll fly faster. It's built on OcuSync 2 technology with a brand new remote controller, which means you're going to get rock solid telemetry when you're flying. You're not going to have signal loss. You're going to get great video feeds back from the camera on the front end so you can see where you're flying. It's got APAS 3.0 in it, which is going to really rival, I think, what Skydio's doing with that crash avoidance. So I'm going to take this out in the woods and run through those scary woods and see if this can follow me and dodge those trees. It also has ADS-B built in, which is really a revolution in safety. ADS-B allows me to know exactly where the other airplanes are around me when I'm flying, and I think that's incredibly important to keep me safe, to keep the plane safe, And in general, it's just a fantastic drone, and I still can't get past the fact that they built a 1/2-inch sensor in it. It can record 4K video at 60 frames a second. It's just everything you want in a drone. So I think what you've got here is kind of that perfect middle ground for a drone. So if you've been thinking about getting into the hobby and you've got the budget for it, this might be the perfect drone for you. And again, I'm going to do a lot more content to give you a better picture of exactly what this drone provides compared to the competition. But for me right now, in that price range, this is the drone owned this summer. So stay tuned and I'll give you more details as we progress with this review, but fantastic drone. Now I'm gonna get back to flying because that battery's almost fully charged and there's a beautiful lake down that way about 2 miles from me. So I'll put those up as part of the montage. But anyway, thanks for watching today, and until next time, happy flying.